So, back for another episode of Believe in Boyt with this Hisuian Arcanine and Annihilate team. So, obviously, Mousehold Annihilate has been a very strong combination in the previous regulations, and probably still will be in Regulation D, but Arcanine is definitely a way that you can activate your Rage Fist as well. Loaded Dice Rock Blast is going to be a way of self-activating the Rage Fist. You're going to be resisting Rock with your Fighting type or your Steel Terror type, so it doesn't do too much damage to yourself, and will also still do respectable damage to the opponent if you were going on the offensive with the Arcanine. You've got Intimidate to help patch the defensive side of the Annihilate. You've got the Assault Vest to help patch the special defensive side, so it kind of acts like a Frame Guard with the Intimidate and Assault Vest helping reduce the damage for the Annihilate. You've got the Rain mode as well, so you can do some extra damage, be able to cover some of the Arcanine weaknesses, because Arcanine itself can be a very offensive Pokemon. You've got to cover that, not just the Annihilate. And Basculegion and Pelipper is obviously going to be the go-to Rain. Pelipper is their only Rain setter. Basculegion is probably now going to be the best Rain sweeper. To pair with that, you've got the Chien-Pao to be able to increase the damage. You're coming from the physical side, that's really going to help the Arcanine, Annihilate, and the Basculegion. And then just to round it off, we've got some screens to help make the Annihilate mode even more bulky, but just as a bit of a change-up, we don't have a Grimmsnarl here, we've got a Regieleki. If you want to use the team ID is in the top right. It was built in a Metafy coaching session, so if you're interested in getting a Metafy coaching session with me, there is going to be a link down in the description, as well as a poker paste down in the description. Let's get into some games. Okay, opposing Rain. Wonderful. So, I'm going to try and pull off the Arcanine Annihilate, even in the face of Rain. But Basculegion tends to be left in the back. You don't tend to lead it. So Arcanine should be somewhat safe. If it's against, like, Screen's Grimmsnarl, then this lead will be very good. My Regieleki is not max speed, therefore their Basculegion is almost certainly going to outspeed my Regieleki if we are in the Rain. I do want the Chien-Pao, because it can Sacred Sword the Goodra, and it can also Sucker Punch the Basculegion. And I might bring my own Basculegion, even without Rain, because it outspeeds everything except their own Basculegion anyway, and we're in speed-type potential territory anyway, and if they set up the Rain, it's still exactly the same thing. So I'm going to bring my Basculegion in the back, without the Rain. Basculegion is still pretty strong without Rain, because the point is that the Rain allows it to outspeed things and gives it a boost to water moves, but Last Respects is also still a very strong move, especially even if it's just 2 KOs, then it's still a very strong move. And that's not a cool trainer card. Okay, that is reasonable as lead. So they're almost certainly going to fake out the Arcanine here. I will still attempt to Rock Blast. Now, do I Rage Fist in case I get it off, but it will be super weak otherwise, or do I Drain Punch just for good damage? I would assume the Goodra is going to tear it out of its fighting weakness here. The Annihilate is not really threatened here at all. And I will be able to Rock Blast on the second turn at least. Because the only way they KO the Arcanine this turn is if they don't fake out, therefore I will be able to get this off. So I will Rage Fist just in case. And I'm going to do it into the Iron Hands first because the Goodra's not... Oh, wow, okay. I was going to say the Goodra's going to tear it out of the weakness, but fine. And I do get it off. So I should have probably gone for the Goodra then. Although, to be fair, Goodra doesn't threaten the Annihilate at all. So, here we go. Massive Rage Fist. Nice and strong. And away it goes. We'll never know if that would have KO'd. Of course. But Acid Armor Shelter, yeah. That's not going to keep up with my Rage Fist. So this is a pretty good start. Amoonguss can redirect, that is fair enough. However, they can't body press my Annihilate, so I don't particularly care. So, I am going to go for a Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss. I will attempt to Rage Fist the Goodra, and they'll theoretically Rage Powder anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. They'll body press KO my Arcanine this turn, also does not matter. Annihilate is the thing that's going to win here. That almost just OHKO'd. That's pretty strong. Yep, there's the Rocky Helmet. Nice and strong. Rage Fist. Let's go. And is this going to be a second Shelter to try and keep up the Rage Fist? Or is it going to be just KO the Arcanine? It's KO the Arcanine, okay. That's fine. So I will go into Chien-Pao here, because that's going to be able to help out with the damage output. And it is Basculegion. That is okay. However, they could very easily still outspeed my... Well, they haven't Terra'd yet. I think Terra Ghost is easily the best play on the Chien-Pao. They can last respects KO my Annihilape here, and there's nothing I can do about it. However, they would surely have to Terra out of the Sucker Punch weakness, therefore they can't Terra the Goodra. So I think this would still be okay. Theoretically. But Basculegion is a very, very good Pokemon. Like, I highly rate Basculegion. It can easily pull a comeback. Yep, there's the Terra. So is it going to be the Goodra for Sacred Sword resistance, or is it going to be the Basculegion so it doesn't get KO'd to the Sucker Punch? It is the Goodra. Okay, so long as this is not Focus Sash on the Basculegion, then I should be okay. Because I'm pretty confident a Sucker Punch should KO Basculegion. If it doesn't, oh no. There we go. Okay, so I'm all sorted. That's fine, because the Rage Fist is still boosted by the Sword of Ruin here. They can't body press either Pokemon, it's just heavy slams. Both Pokemon are pretty heavy, so Goodra definitely can't win this. Especially since Rage Fist is just still straight up a two-shot. And they body pressed a Ghost type, so very nice. And I think that was a pretty reasonable showing of why Rage Fist and Annihilape can still be pretty strong. It doesn't have to be the Mouse Hold. So the best move to go for is Ice Spinner. It doesn't matter, because Rage Fist is just going to KO. Very nice, very nice. So, doesn't have to be Mouse Hold. Arcanine can still do it very nicely as well. Because it can still do very good damage. You saw how much damage it did to Amoonguss too. Okay, a pretty standard offense team with the Regidrago. So, always the first question, what do they have for Arcanine and Annihilape? They have Regidrago. That would be able to just do massive damage with Dragon Energy. So I can't necessarily go with that. Probably do need to lead with Chien-Pao because of the threat of the Regidrago. Because even if they lead with Tornadus Regidrago, I can Sucker Punch it first. And that wouldn't be too bad. I think I'm going to go with Regieleki and Chien-Pao as the lead. And then is it Rain or is it Annihilape Arcanine? Well, the Annihilape is definitely still good here. And to be fair, it would shrug off the Dragon Energy because of the Assault Vest. I just wouldn't be able to Rock Blast myself. Could also Extreme Speed the Red. No, actually, that seems fine, actually. Because I can Extreme Speed the Regidrago. That's fine. And then I will bring... Do I bring Rain in the back? Because Chien-Pao's still good here. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring Rain in the back. Complete switch up from my first plan. I mean, you got to adapt as you go. Don't just get stuck on one idea. Make sure you are flexible. It's cool enough trainer card. Okay, that is exactly the lead that we see. So, I could Extreme Speed to reduce the damage output. I could normal Extreme Speed to really reduce the damage output. Is it worth committing the normal Terror just for that extra bit of damage? I think it might be. Yeah, I'm going to Extreme Speed and Rage Fist the... Or am I going to Drain Punch? Would that be enough? It's better to Rage Fist or Drain Punch. I'm going to Drain Punch, because on the off chance they don't attack me, then Rage Fist would be bad, and getting some recovery would be good. So it's going to be a Terra Steel here from them, because if it's not, then the Extreme Speed will do very respectable damage. pretty cool with the normal Terror. Nice. And big damage. That was no damage. What? What? I was expecting way more than that. I mean, this is still going to hurt a reasonable amount now. Like, what? Why did that do so little? This has got to be a pretty defensive Regidrago then. Okay. At least Rage Fist has been activated enough so it's doing respectable damage. Like, I would ideally want a Rock Blast into the opposing Tornadus. I think what I'll do here is I'll protect Arcanine this turn just to stall out a turn of Tailwind. And I can either Drain Punch the Regidrago just to put it into extreme speed range, or I can Rage Fist and that should KO the Tornadus given the fact that I should get 150 base power Rage Fist. I think delaying first is fine. And I'm going to attack the Regidrago. But that's got to be like a super bulky Regidrago, because that did way less than expected. Ooh, Icy Wind? That's a terrible choice, because now you're activating Defiant. Be Dragon Energy as well. Be like Choice Locked. That was an interesting decision to give me Defiant. Yes, just Dragon Energy again. Okay. That's going to be pretty weak. And I KO the Regidrago now. I'd have preferred not to. I reckon that's like bulky choice specs. But thank you for the Defiant. Yeah, that's still respectable HP, because Regidrago's got, like, massive HP, so I recover quite a bit with the Drain Punch. So this is still pretty reasonable. So long as I can KO the Tornadus before Tailwind runs out so it can't set it again, Basculegion could very easily sweep. So there is the Iron Hands. That's good. Because now Rage Fist should KO the Tornadus. I'm inclined to switch out the Arcanine to preserve it. Get the Pelipper in here to resist the Drain Punch. I'd be surprised if they Thunder Punch. And I will Rage Fist attempt to KO the Tornadus. Don't be Focus Sash. Yeah, at least if they do get another Tailwinds, then I can match it with my Pelipper. And my Basculegion will outspeed the... Well, that's good. So that's just free Rocky Helmet. Nice. And Bleak Wind Storm. Oh, just Air Slash. Okay. Don't you dare. Of course they dared. That is unfortunate. So now, they are going to be able to reset their Tailwind. I will lose my Arcanine. Annihilate here, not my Arcanine. I do need to protect the Pelipper on the Thunder Punch. That was a very unfortunate flinch. And I think that is just still going very much with my luck that I've had so far in Believe in Boyts. So, preserve the Annihilate, because I could switch out into the Basculegion here. Because it would survive the Air Slash, but I want to be able to Wave Crash things. So I will protect, I will dodge the Air Slash, because I deserve it, and I will attempt to Rage Fist again. It was probably better to preserve the Annihilate, but given the fact that I want to Wave Crash the Iron Hands, probably not the most ideal thing. So, that was unfortunate. If it was Bleak Wind Storm, that would have been way better, because that would not have flinched me. There is the Thunder Punch. Right, how much do I believe in my Basculegion here? Because if Wave Crash is enough to KO the Iron Hands, I can just go for Tailwind and Wave Crash. If I don't think it's going to KO the Iron Hands, then I need to go for Helping Hand and Wave Crash. They would get their Tailwinds, but then the Pokemon in the back would be able to outspeed me, so I think I do need to believe in my Basculegion here. I mean, it's Adamant Life Orb in the Rain, so it should still be doing good things. And they've taken a little bit of chip with the Rocky Helmet. That should hopefully push it into my favour, theoretically. Like, I don't think this is going to... I think this is going to fall slightly short, but I feel like I need to match the Tailwind. But even if I don't KO, then I will be able to Extreme Speed KO afterwards. They go for Taunt, so Helping Hand would have obviously been the better play there. But Basculegion, of course, is nice and strong. Oh, it is nice. Very good. So that means they need to take a turn going for Tailwind here. That means I can go on the offensive with my Basculegion / Pelipper. It's a shame I didn't Hurricane there, because that would have put the Tornadus into Extreme Speed range, maybe. And it is Water Urshifu as the last. So with the Rain Boost, they can theoretically KO my Basculegion. But Hurricane for sure here. And I'm inclined to Aqua Jet the... No, I'm definitely going to Aqua Jet, but which one? Because if they're Focus Sash on the Urshifu, I would need to go for Hurricane and Aqua Jet. But I think Aqua Jet in the rain put the Tornadus into Extreme Speed range. They're going to get rid of their weakness to flying, aren't they? Because they're going to go for Terra Water. But the Hurricane still will do a lot of damage. Like, because Special Defense Urshifu is not that great. I reckon that in the rain, either Pokemon they target with Surging Strikes would be KO'd here. That's got to be in Extreme Speed range. They're a Rocky Helmet. Okay, good to know. But it has to be Tailwind here, and they can only KO one. And if they attack the Pelipper, they're still taking a bit of Rocky Helmet as well. So which one? Yep, there's Basculegion. So, yeah, easy KO. However, I'm getting a Hurricane, and I think that both Pokemon should be in Extreme Speed range now. So nice and strong, Pelipper, even though you've got no investment. Nice and strong. What? Why are my Pokemon doing no damage? Like, what is this? I'm pretty sure the Tornadus is in Extreme Speed range, though. And we've seen all 4 moves it doesn't have Protect. So, yeah, the fact that I have Rocky Helmet might save me here. So I believe I Extreme Speed the Tornadus, they can't Protect, and I will just Hurricane the Urshifu again. Like, why are my Pokemon doing no damage here? They must have bulked themselves out pretty, like, a lot. And, like, I respect it, because bulking yourself out is a good idea. But this should KO with a normal Terra. I'll take some Rocky Helmet, doesn't matter, because I'll be KO'd regardless. If they attack the Pelipper here, then hopefully, voice crack, the Rocky Helmet will put them into Extreme Speed range. But they attack the Arcanine. So I'm not going to KO them, but I've got a chance for confusion, and Rocky Helmet might save me. Can't remember how many turns of rain we got left, but... Okay, 2 rounds of Rocky Helmet will do it. Yeah, okay, the rain stops, so that's perfectly timed. Because, oh no, my Hurricanes aren't 100% accurate anymore. Whatever shall I do? I'm just taking a Surgeon Strikes and praying. Here we go, Rocky Helmet, let's go. Survive 2 hits. What? Yeah, easy win. Nice, and Rocky Helmet, get out of my face, Urshifu. So there we go. It's a good item choice on Pelipper, it would seem. It saved the game. Nice. I mean, the Surgeon Strikes wasn't going to KO, but I would have had to rely on Hurricane's accuracy outside of rain had I not had the Rocky Helmet. So, I am content with my item choice there, but my Pokemon need to pick it up a bit because they seem pretty weak. Like, why were they shrugging off the hits like that? Ah, Lilligant Torkoal once again. At least I have Rain to somewhat counter it now, but I hate that duo. Like, it has got to be up there for one of my, if not the most hated duo. Alright, what do I do for that? Like, I bring Pelipper in the back for sure. Arcanine is reasonable against Lillicole, but they can close combat me, they can earth power me. If I leave a Chien-Pao, I can switch into Pelipper and I spin of the Lilligant, but if it's Focus Sash, that doesn't help. And they'd still be able to just Fire Move my Chien-Pao and still do massive damage. So... I think I will lead Arcanine and Chien-Pao. I definitely have Pelipper. And then is it Basculegion or Annihilate? I am inclined to go Annihilate because of the Cresselia that is in the back. I mean, surely you don't lead Lillicol anyway, right? Like, if you're facing rain, you don't just lead Lillicol. That's a cool trainer card. Don't think I've ever actually seen. Was it Tarantula? Is it called? I don't think I've seen that shiny. Yeah, you don't. Okay, cool. Now, I could just KO this Regieleki with Extreme Speed and Sucker Punch. Having water on Urshifu on a Torkoal team is a little bit awkward, but they're getting away with it here. So, do I just lose the Arcanine? Because that Urshifu is going to be quite annoying otherwise. I could normal Extreme Speed into the Urshifu and Sucker Punch. I'm doing this just to learn. I don't think this is a good move, but I want to see if this combination has the potential to KO. I don't think it will, but this is a learning experience. And this should, maybe, allow me to survive the Surging Strikes with this normal Terror? Question mark? Nice and strong. Okay, yeah, no chance. Although, that means that were there to be a boosting item on the Arcanine, that would KO. So that is good to know. Like, this has taught me for the future as well. But with the Chien-Pao's help, that's going to be a KO. It wouldn't have done without the Electro Web, but obviously it is going to go for Electro Web. Now, they can Aqua Jet before my Sucker Punch. So, I don't think Aqua Jet would KO, but I need to go into Annihilate so that it wouldn't. Because if I go into Pelipper, it might. I don't think it will, but Annihilate also puts off the Electro Webs. And if they're Choice Scarf me a Regieleki, that'd be nice. Right, I'm going to Drain Punch the Urshifu, and I'm going to Sucker Punch the Regieleki. That's alright. Just go for another Electro Web, that'd be funny. Okay, cool. They did. Why? You're giving me a boost. You outsped anyway. What are you doing? Okay then. So, Annihilape's looking pretty good now. So I will now Drain Punch and maybe Rage Fist actually. What do they have in the back? Yeah, if they switch into Cresselia, I'll just Rage Fist next turn, it's fine. So I will Drain Punch and I will Sucker Punch in case they don't Aqua Jet. They should Aqua Jet, but then if they do, I still KO them with the Annihilate. Oh, that's a good start. And there is the Cresselia. And there's a Terra. Not really sure why. Like, unless you're going for, like, the super powerful Aqua Jet. Which, to be fair, would be pretty powerful into Annihilate. No, that was a weird Terra. And it is a massive shame I didn't Rage Fist. But here we are. That was a weird Terra. Big damage! That was actually big damage. Like, for a resisted hit on a Cresselia, that's not bad. I mean, I am +2 because of the Electro Web. If it's Regieleki, I just Sucker Punch it, which is nice. And there's Ursaluna, so I will just double into this Cresselia. They can't Terror anymore. They can Ally Switch, but if they Ally Switch, then Ice Spinner is hitting the Ursaluna. So this is still fine. Yeah. Like, I'm still Ice Spinnering the Ursaluna. Not the worst thing. That's still massive damage. That is indeed massive damage. And if they go for Earthquake, Rage Fist definitely KOs the Cresselia. Yes, they do. Okay. I don't have Sucker Punch anymore, though. So I will need That did way more to the Annihilate than I expected. I was going to say I need it to be able to survive Regieleki. So, yeah, that ally switch might save them the game now, because I would just get KO'd with the Pelipper. Yeah, it's still just Rage Fist into the Cresselia and Hurricane's the Ursaluna. They should protect the Ursaluna here, because then they get the switch into Regieleki and they win. Yeah, so nothing I can do here. It is a shame that ally switches a move again. It's like I mentioned with lilligant Torkoal, like that's one of my most hated duos. Ally switch is one of my most hated moves as well. I would say that Muddy Water, Sleep Powder, and Ally Switch are the main three. So, I need Annihilate to survive Regieleki. Right? With the Assault Vest, it is definitely possible, because I can go for a Drain Punch into the Regieleki here, and protect with the Pelipper. Yeah, because Facade should probably KO my Pelipper. Like, it's got some bulk, but it's not that much bulk. So, I think I just have to bank on the Assault Vest saving me here. Oh, Electro Web. That's not going to make the Ursaluna outspeed me, right? They're on a Trick Room team. No, but I've already been Electro Web once already, haven't I? They can't Facade mine now, like. They only have Earthquake. Oh, I still outspeed. Yeah, I do win. Nice. We take those. I'm not sure why they didn't just Thunderbolt my my Annihilate. Like, that was clearly the threat, but yeah, just Earthquake. So they would have just KO'd themselves. Now Hurricane wins. And the nice thing here is they can't triple protect to stall out the rain, because they KO themselves to burn. So, nice. We take those. And if they saved their Terra for something else, maybe they had a chance. Them having Ally Switch definitely gave them the chance. Because if they didn't, then I just KO the Cresselia and I definitely win. But Ally Switch is a thing now. That's the same team. Well then. So, we beat it last time. But for this one, do I go with the same strategy? Do I go with my own Regieleki to be able to beat the Urshifu a bit better? Right, so yeah, the Regieleki Urshifu was actually, like, it was a little bit annoying. I'm not jolly on the Basket Legion, so I don't necessarily outspeed the Regieleki. Okay, I think I'm going to try ARCANINE-H here, just as a change-up. We'll bring Pelipper, and I will bring Chien-Pao. So same 4, but just as a mix-up, let's see what happens with this. That's a cool trainer card. Okay, it's just the repeat again. So, we saw from the previous one, like, I'm assuming this is a rental code and it should be the same Urshifu. The Surging Strikes didn't KO the Arcanine were I to not have a Chien-Pao on the field. So that is now the plan, not have the Chien-Pao. So, can I go for the Terra at normal extreme speed once again, and... because they're definitely Surging Strikes in the Arcanine, there's no question of that. Do I Rage Fist expecting Electro Web, which wouldn't really matter because the Drain Punch would help out with that regardless. I could Close Combat in case they ignore the Annihilate. I think I will Drain Punch. Okay, right. So, I was going to say, they're probably not terroring the Urshifu this time, right? I mean, it's a different person, assumedly. But theoretically, this allows Arcanine to survive the combination of Surging Strikes and Electro Web, based on the previous game. Okay, oh yeah, because that did less than last time because I didn't have Genpower on the field. But they did give me the Defiant, so that's also fine. However, that did way more damage to the Arcanine than it did in the previous game, so Arcanine will get KO'd Surging Strikes here. Annihilate shouldn't. Oh, wait, no, it's going to be close. No, it just will. So, yeah, but the Annihilape's still going to KO the Urshifu here, so that's still all good. +2, surely. Yeah, cool. We'll never know, but I'm pretty confident that would have been the case. Okay, so it's definitely Genpower here. Don't want to switch in Pelipper in the face of a Regieleki. And there's Cresselia, okay. Okay. So I think my Genpower's pretty important here. I'm inclined to protect and Drain Punch the Regieleki. Because if they hard switch into the Ursaluna, Rage Fist would be bad. And I do need to KO the Regieleki to free up the Pelipper. So I'm going to protect, and I am going to... Could you U-turn? No, I'm going to Drain Punch. If they ally switch on this turn, then doesn't really matter. Okay, they're terroring something. The Cresselia, to make it so that Rage Fist isn't as strong. That is entirely reasonable. And I think a much better use of the Terror than in the previous game. So is this the ally switch? Nope, it's not. And that is a +4 Annihilate. Now the Regieleki is absolutely blown back. And I'm also -2, so I might start getting close to underspeeding the Ursaluna. Underspeed the Cresselia for sure. It's a good Moonblast. Won't do much though. I'm Assault Vest. Yeah, I'm Assault Vest. And now I'm just going to recover loads of it back. Are they Focus Sash? They are not Focus Sash. Like, I'm going to assume they are choiced. Based on the fact that they didn't switch up from Electro Web in the face of the Annihilate. So Pelipper has been freed up a lot as well. Here is said Ursaluna. Now, ally switch. We've seen it. But again, if they do ally switch, Ursaluna's taking an Ice Spinner. So I wouldn't be too concerned with that. So I will still, like, I want to predict the ally switch. I don't feel the need to. And I was correct in doing so, because this is going to be a KO. Like, it's 150 base power Rage Fist at +4. Like, no Fairy Terror is going to save you there. Nice. And then that is pretty much just game over. So again, being able to beat the same team. So I won the best of 3. Even though it was different people, I won the best of 3. And let's just close combat for style. Nice. Always satisfying beating Lillicole, even when it's just on the bench.